Hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for taking some time out to check out the video today. And today's video is actually some more Empyrion Galactic Survival. Been a while since we've been here. It was back in, I guess, Alpha 7. Well, they are now into the fourth update to Alpha 8. And there has been such huge changes that I thought we just need to dive in and have a look at some of all of this. So, first thing we're going to notice, Bulgopal. Never heard of it. Well, nobody else has either. This name is randomly generated from a pool of, I believe, about 200 names. And changing it is simple as changing your seed. 487246, let's try 487248. Set. We're now going to Zanus. Okay. Temperate environment is standard now for the normal default random start. So that's what we're going to be doing. And we're also going to be following the Robinson protocol when they bring it up, whether we will or not. And we're going to call this place 8.4. So let us dive forth. Hopefully this won't take too long. I am loading it off an SSD, so if it's capable of loading quickly, it should do so. Of course it won't. It will drag on, and I'll be forced to sit here and go blah, 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 blah. But maybe Dexter will come in and entertain us. No, 3 in the afternoon, he's on his siesta. Radiation is merciless. Oh, really? Oh, here we go. Look out. Anything, anywhere. That's an interesting looking bit of dirt. So's this. I like the water area. And what do we got over there? Oh, there's something. Hey, level 2, we haven't even hit the ground. Oh, that could have been louder, but I don't know how. Alright, now, yes, we are going to take the Robinson protocol. Alright, now, first thing I gotta do, though, here, unfortunately, is go into these options and find out why my audio is all of a sudden just way the heck off the charts. Alright, there we go. Sure. Let's try that. Alright, now, as usual, first thing you want to do is open up your escape pod. Now, a couple of things have changed already. One, this will not disappear. It's here, and it's here to stay. Here's something else that's changed. What a generous, generous escape pod. We have a bottle of water. Yeah, a whole bottle of water. Thank you, Mr. Escape Pod. Now, something else that's changed, you might notice here, it says we can actually sleep in there if we so desire. Something I have been waiting for since, well, before Empyrion was actually 340. Oh, well, that's not exactly going, hey. Been waiting for since Empyrion first was put out there for sale, even prior to Steam, is a way to get through the first few nights without having to sit there huddled in some dark, quiet hole. And that was not a thing you could actually do. However, guess what? You can now sleep through the nights now. And if we have a look, in fact, at my inventory, this is a survival tent. Now, although it is effective against hangovers and bad trips, both of which I'm sure we'll have at least daily here, it also allows you to sleep anywhere. Now, we're going to start with the normal sort of thing. A lot of, for instance, remember these? These were corn dogs. They're now plant protein, and they have a little bit different look to them. We are, of course, going to pick everything we can get our grubby little F key on. No, you literally use the FP. Ah, tracking identified distress signal. Okay. So, plant fiber, extremely important. Extremely important. Now you'll also notice we did not start with a survival constructor, or any type of constructor as far as that goes. And there's a good reason for that. That's not the way that works either. When we showed up down here, well, we showed up in our electric pajamas. And I'll show you what's going on here. There we go. I just wanted to make sure we picked that because that's yummy. Alright, here we are. Let's go back here. As you can see, we're sitting here in our electric pajamas. Yes, that's me. Look at all the different icons for things. Isn't that wild? Yeah, very cool. Alright, now, what we do have, now it says survival constructor. Up until yesterday, it actually said suit constructor. And this is basically your electric pajamas here are capable of doing some pretty amazing things. Alright, it's capable, for instance, of doing this. Building a survival tool. And that is the very first thing we're going to do. Because this is how we're going to get our first minerals, do, well, pretty much everything other than pick plants we're going to do with this thing, at least for a short period of time. Raka chaka, there we are, it's ready. And we are going to put that right there. Alright, okay, this takes 2 plant proteins. It's got a really long, okay. Let's build one of these. How many plant protein do we have? 4. This takes just berries, so we can also build. So let's make another one of these. Alright. Oh. Awesome. Good. And we'll also make berry juice. A couple of those. Alright. Now, you'll see that we can make a survival constructor. Now, oh, that's an emergency generator. Sorry. That's right. Never mind. We have to get that somewhere. This is a new thing. This wasn't in there either. Okay, this will generate small oxygen bottles from the atmosphere. Something we obviously don't need at the moment because, well, we're in a breathable atmosphere. What we do want to do, though, is we can let those things tick on. They'll do it behind our back. They don't mind, believe me. Now, something else that's changed. You'll notice I'm not sprinting about. There's a good reason for it. Unless you have a lot of food, you don't want to sprint. Every point of stamina you lose to build it back up uses a point of food. And one of the reasons that this is such an awesome, awesome survival game is just for that. You know, the devs make sense of a lot of this sort of thing. You know, stamina, I mean, you sort of just get tired, and by stopping for a couple of seconds, everything's suddenly okay again. Like, that's how most of the time stamina works. But to actually have to, you know, take basically a calorie for every drop of sweat you put out, that's a pretty neat way to look at it. Now, let's select our new tool, shall we? And if we right-click, we'll see it will do some things. Rock drill. Defense mode, which is like a really short-range kind of shoot thing. Or deconstruct. Now, this, we want rock drill. Problem with this, it directly eats stamina. So although it has unlimited ammo, it basically feeds off your own body's energy. Now, this is this is actually copper. And just like the multi-tool of old, you whack things a certain amount of times. It doesn't auto pick up anything, so don't forget to pick up your goodies. People have been telling me that for years. Hey, don't forget to pick up your goodies on the way out. Yeah. Okay, anyway. What do we got here? Now, only the small rocks have are actually minerals. This is iron. It's actually changed texture. Okay, here's the deal. I recorded an episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival yesterday. Alright. I logged in today thinking about maybe making a second episode, only to have suddenly a large download. Yes, indeed. Now, was I heading towards... I guess we were going to this wreckage. Now, small wreckage will usually have a container on board. There may be something of value, but we want to get to that wreckage. Because that wreckage that came in as the distress signal, that's going to contain such... Oh, it's a butterfly sneaking through the grass. Such important things as our motorcycle, so that we can get around. Because another of the big changes, as it were, is the planets are now big planets. Yeah. That's how far we've come so far. There's our wreckage. We've wandered over here. You know, here's our small... Oh, this is... I'm sorry, that's the wreckage we're headed for. This is where we crashed. We've gone that far. So, I mean, as you can see, there's a huge world now. So getting that motorcycle, that's an absolute godsend. You know, for those people that weren't that keen on it before, I think you'll find it's just going to be so handy you won't know what to do with yourself without it now. Alright, let's put this in here. What's the decay on that? 47. These guys are much longer lasting. And I'm going to put these down here, so that we have good food source. Alright. And we have a bandage. Oh, apparently we can also produce a bandage. We might as well do that. There we are. Let's produce a couple of bandages. Alright. And out we go. Now we're going to continue on our way to that wreckage. We've got about 5 minutes of daylight, or 5 hours, or whatever that particular... We have about 5 units of time to make our way over there. It's... You know what I mean about stuff isn't close together anymore. I mean, it's still, you know, 1.65 kilometers away. And we've been on our way over there for a while. As I said, I'm not going to sprint, because if I do, I'm going to end up spending all my time trying to make food. Once I actually get a little bit of grub underway here, then we can obviously speed the process up. There it is. I knew I saw a plant fiber at the top of this hill. What is that? Huh, I thought I saw something over there. It was just a weirdness in the terrain. Oh, another small wreckage. Interesting. Yes. Sort of along the line of where we're going, but a little bit closer. So we'll stop there and we'll see what it has for treats and treasures, as it were. You can see we do, even if we don't jog, we do slowly use up food, eh? Ah, level 3. Excellent. I'm not really going to worry about... Oh, is that another small wreckage we found? Oh, it is too. Wow. I'm not going to worry about leveling my character, like spending my points, until we're actually somewhere that we want to be. And that will be somewhere that's going to be both close to a water source and, you know, well, whatever else will be bonus, but we definitely want to be around a good source for minerals and such. More iron, excellent. Not everything that we require. We're going to have to get some silicon and some promethium. And silicon probably before we can start mining in earnest. So that's something I'm going to have to keep an eye out for. And again, you will find those early game like this in small standing boulders. This is more iron. I'm going to take it, of course, because iron is, well, iron. Okay. This will also harvest wood, but I don't know that I'm that terribly keen on having to get any wood right now. Again, that's something we can save closer to a base building time. We're still a long way. We've gone less than half a mile. Or kilometer, I should say. Another small wreckage. Wow. We are just the small wreckage kings here. And unless you want to break them down for iron plates, there's really nothing on these wreckages other than... oh, there's a small rock. I will not pass up rocks, I'm afraid. There's really nothing on them other than a container that will have a couple of minor items. That big wreckage, that's got the major items in it. As I said, it'll have a few seeds and stuff like that. It's also generally a not bad place to start a base. Although, again, that's going to depend on the seed, right? For all I know, changing that one number might have put me so far away from water that it won't be a good place to... well, we're going to deke over to this one first, just simply because it is much closer than the big wreckage. So, of course, we're going to grab us some plant protein and another piece of fiber on the way. There's, of course, many more things besides this. It's just we seem to have started in a giant biome of plains. It is plains, I believe. Oh, it's called starter biome. Okay. But I believe this is the plains biome. Alright, doing really good on the iron, must say. But we're going to have to find some silicon. We're going to have to find some copper. Oh, let's see what this small wreckage has in store, shall we? Is that my cargo box right there? Yes, it is. Oh, one spoiled food. How can I live without that? So far 9 copper, that much iron, that's, yeah. That's brilliant. So to say, we can tear these apart, but all we're going to get is iron plates. Because, geez, actually, we might get something else from the box itself, eh? Let's see here. This is deconstruct. Let's go that mode. See how that eats my stamina in huge chunks? There we go. Oh, that was a different one. Huh. I guess I can't actually see it with the gun. That's too bad, so I'm going to lose the actual components of the container. Alright, well. Silly me. There's usually only one on here. Let's just break this down. Alright, now. I know this one's empty, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. We got 4 steel plates. I suppose I should break down that box to get my plates after all the energy I invested in it. There's only one one thin scaffold piece in the way, I think. Oh, it's gone. That's right. Those despawn. Okay. Well, with that said, let us once again excuse me, head off. Oops. Oh well. We've used a little bit of our sprintage, and I think we'll use a little bit more because we're down to only 3 minutes. And I do have food. So, I think we shall carry on here. We're only a kilometer away, less. Is this anything? I don't recognize this, actually. Nope. Alright, sprinty again. Of course, we have no jetpack because we have no suit. We also can't go terribly deep in water because, again, we have, well, you know, no suit. Alright, so we'll notice our food right now. Ooh, good, an iron deposit. Excellent. That doesn't hurt. Let's find promethium and silicon while we're on our way over there, shall we? Looks like we're backed up right against a forest area. Huh. Well, we got one rock there. Let's grab that. Is this more iron? Yes, it is. Ah, copper deposit. Well, that doesn't hurt. Oops, we're in the wrong... There we go. I mean, you can tell because it'll read the little HUD down there. Let you know that you're being a fool. There we go. Boy, the copper and the iron are right in line with the wreckage we're heading to. Which is fine. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh yeah, 3 plant fibers in a row. Can't pass up on that. Awesome. Now these large rocks, like this one that's up here, and I am going to break this one down, they will give you just rock. Alright, we just found silicon deposit. That's pretty nice too. Yeah, pretty nice indeed. Not rock, crushed stone. That's what I meant to say, crushed stone. Ah, there's a couple of the local inhabitants. These guys are really skittish. If you get near them, they'll sort of run off. If you come up behind them really close and then kind of spook them, oh, there they go. See? One of the new AI behaviors. Alright. You see, this one's going to take us a few whams. Oh, we're now entering a forest zone. Wow. This is going to use up all of my stamina to break up this rock, I think. Crazy. Yep. And the food ticking down. It's not point for point, obviously, but it's going down considerably quicker than it would if you were not actively doing this sort of thing. I don't think I've ever run across one that had this much hit point on it. Alright, we might as well have ourselves. There we go. A chewy bar. That took us pretty much back up to where we were. Indeed. Wow. Ooh. Wow, my frames have dropped to just about 0 here. That's scary. I haven't had that issue before either. There we go. Crushed stone. Okay. Let's make our way through. Wow. This is crazy. No wonder the frame rates have dropped so bad. How they expect you to get along at all in this kind of a forest. There we go. I mean, that was just solid shrubs and stuff. Wow, this is like a slideshow. I have no idea what's going on here. I didn't have any issues earlier. At all. I'm down to like 6 FPS at the moment. Oh, that's crazy. Now hopefully we'll get through this here and we can, oops, be back out into the normal. There we are. Get out of that huge forest. Okay, yeah, the frames are picking up immediately as soon as I get out of there. That's good. That one's not ripe. Alright, so here is the wreckage they wanted us to get to. And we are down to 1:14 of daylight left. So those are buds, those are useful for food. And yeah. Now there should be some lockers here. Now these are not at all like the starter bases from the last alpha. There is nothing in here basically other than the one locker that should have a little bit in the way of goodies, including your motorcycle. So beyond that, not a lot. Again, it's just pure wreckage. And fit pretty much only for turning into iron plates, you know, and then using the spot for your own base should you choose to. Wow, they've really hidden my lockers on this one. Okay. Maybe it's over in the other piece. Well. I don't see my lockers. It should look like a group of school lockers, like 3 or 4 of them stacked side by side. Keep in mind, we don't have a jetpack, so if they're not reachable from the ground, we are kind of hooped. And in here, huh? Well. Well, that's kind of messed because we really can't progress either without this happening. So, okay, I don't see any sign of them there. Wow. No, I can't get up there either. Huh. Well, I'm afraid That's less than impressive. There's no... I mean, as you can see, it says here, wreckage, check for stuff. And this is the wreckage that they wanted. Oh. But yeah, I sure don't see no stuff, man. Nope, I just don't see anything anywhere. Nothing down that way. Yeah, that's really kind of messed up, because there's supposed to be, like I said, lockers here, and you really can't go too much further without them. Oh man, 1,000 points. No, I don't see them up here either. Huh. Well, I guess bottom line is I've gotten this far. I'm gonna have to restart. That's really quite a shame. So, see, now you can do this and simply... And there we are, it's morning. However, I don't think morning will have produced any lockers for us. And yes, you can pick that up again. I don't see anything up high, I don't see anything down low. There's absolutely nothing in here. Well... There's nothing here either. Wow. Nope. Nowhere. They must have ended up spawning underneath the ground or something. No, there's nothing in any of it. Wow. Alright, well, I guess if we continue this, I'm going to have to start again, guys. But that's pretty good for a first look. I have no idea why. This was fine on all of our other, well, all of our other, like I said, I've already done this more or less once. The whole reason I'm starting again, in fact, and got rid of the other videos, because they said the saves wouldn't be compatible. So, I can see why. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like I said, what I'll do is I'll pick a different seed and pop down on another planet, and I guess more or less start over. Because there's... see, the wreckage is marked right there. Yeah, it says it's right here. So I think what's happened is... This is supposed to all be above ground, and I think my my lockers are down here somewhere under the ground. So, alright guys, till next time, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, and ciao for